I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon. Got a taste, can't erase bitterness in my face. Work a job every day till your dreams fade away. Like a card, never change, play the game that we say. I need a break. Time stands.
Hey guys, welcome back again. Dave's Dimension, welcome back again for another video. Welcome back to the channel where chaos and insanity will always reign supreme. So we're back again for another unbox. This time around, we're dipping back into Marvel. We have a Carnage figure. We're going to go over this in just a second, guys. So, well, a while back, a couple weeks ago, Super Awesome Geek Show, John from Super Awesome Geek Show, picked these up from Amazon, and they just looked amazing. There's a Venom and a Carnage. I've already done the video on the Venom. We're going to check out this Carnage. Now, it looks so awesome, and it was too good of an offer. They shared the link to me and so many others, so I had to jump on it as well. Now, this is pretty comparable to a Legend scale, as in Marvel Legends. And it comes with all these different accessories. I mean, this is like SH Figure Arts level type accessories they would get right here. And I got each of these for about 30 bucks a piece. That's pretty damn amazing considering the current pricing for Marvel Legends, Hasbro Marvel Legends, going with the windowless boxes, and you're still talking about, what, between $26 to $28 on average for a regular Marvel Legend figure? Don't even get me started on the lack of accessories. So, now this is by a company called, or at least it says, Amazing Yamaguchi, powered by a Revoltech. Now, what I mean, pick a name, guys. Just pick a name, please. A little bit of confusion there, but I love the presentation. Tons of box art everywhere around. What do you say we get right on? And it says, now I opened up the Venom one. They even had art on the flaps, on the inside flaps of the box, guys. Let's crack this open. Let's get right into it, guys. But before we do that, do me a favor. Hit that bell for notifications, hit that red button to follow us and become a part of the Dimension, and please, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and leave some comments. YouTube relies heavily on its algorithm, and interaction helps out the channel tremendously, guys, so thank you very much. And by the way, the link to Super Awesome Geek Show is actually going to be in the video description below, so please make sure to check it out for all your modern and vintage toy needs. John's got all the information you could possibly want, so don't do a disservice to yourself. Check him out. So let's get right on over to the overview. Now, I know it's sacrilege, but I'm using a bat knife to open up a Marvel-inspired figure. I know, it's crazy. It's deranged. It's insane. Now, if this is anything like the Venom, yep, we get this. I mean, take a look at that, guys. Art all inside the box where you won't even be looking. And we get art right there, man. Right on the flaps. Good on them. I mean, this is an amazing presentation for 30 bucks before tax and shipping, of course. And let's take a look at all the damn accessories we get here. Now, this one does include a, looks like it's supposed to include a stand. There we go. Now, like before, this is a small little basic stand. You can use it for your regular figures, but here's the thing, guys. It did not work one iota on the Venom, so we won't be using this for the Carnage. I have one of my other stands right over here. Nope, that's the old one. I gotta grab a new one here very quickly. Let me just pause you guys real quick. There you go. Now, I actually got this stand on Amazon. You can buy them as a bundle. You just have to assemble them together, and I really like these stands. They're very strong, very sturdy. Great for action poses, and I used it for the Venom. This was the Venom version of the basically what we have right below us. Awesome sculpt and paint, and this actually pegged right into his back. So I imagine we're going to have a similar setup for Carnage. I mean, look at all the damn accessories we get here. We have a full tray of nothing but accessories. Then we have more accessories here, guys. Now, I'm going to have to cut through some tape, so I'm going to place you guys on a brief hold, and it's going to be like a pure second for you guys. Okay, so we got this open. I mean, take a look at some of these accessories right here, guys. Whoop. Before I drop it, right? I mean, it feels like not a super hard plastic, but also not a soft rubber. But it's got some texture to it, and I like the paint detail. And look at the molding on that. And I love how this blade is actually crooked, pretty much how just like Carnage would be. Look at all the accessories we have there, not counting the accessories we have right here. We have some, looks like alternate hands. I'm not quite sure what that piece is for. We have a few of these. Now, unfortunately, this does not come with instructions, so some of this is kind of your own guesswork. Now, obviously, you're not going to be using every single one of these accessories all at the same time, guys. Let's be honest. What I often recommend is when you get a crap ton of accessories like we have here, is to use a Ziploc bag of some kind. If you're not using those additional accessories, just keep them put aside somewhere safe. But look at all these. Oh, man, this is going to be insane. And we get some extra eyes here. Now with Venom, they actually gave us a couple alternate heads. Or one alternate head. Looks like here we just get some alternate sets of eyes. See if I can get that. There you go. I'm going to leave that on plastic for now. I mean, all these damn tendrils here, man. This is going to be insane. During John's video, he had some very awesome poses. And obviously, without any instructions in here, you kind of have to, you know, play around, see what's going to work for your posing. And let's toss this off to the side now. Now let's take a look at Venom. Carnage. I think he's a bit more stable than Venom was. But Venom was very top heavy, and you can see a lot of the cavities of him. Now his undies, so to speak, his little crotch region, does feel a little loose. You guys can see that right there. But we have peg holes down at the upper thighs near the buttocks. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we do have a center peg hole just like we had for the other stands. But yeah, we can definitely have... let's check the arms here. The joints don't feel overly loose. You know, you have to kind of play around with them. Don't force it. Just do gently rotations and you'll be able to move him around. I love we have one closed fist here. And actually this fist is kind of pegged open. So I imagine that's where we can take like this axe. Let me see if it will fit in there. It's not necessarily pegging in. I may have to play around. Because I imagine we can get this to go into his hand. You see we have a peg hole there. So I imagine we should be able to port something into there. So that he can hold something. Much like a sword or a blade. But I'm also wondering, can we just pop... Okay, that hand pops out. Obviously, if we want to do... Maybe not the closed hand, but maybe this... I like this one right here. That hand. That's what we just placed on him. Let me see if I can get a nice little close-up right there. I mean, look at the detail of the sculpt and the paint on here. Again, there are no peg holes at the bottom. We actually have peg holes at the bottom of his feet here. So I imagine we can add some tendrils on the back of his foot. I don't quite get that, but apparently it's something you can do. Is he Venom Flash? Hey, it's a thing you can do, guys. There's ports all over the place, and I think that's pretty awesome. So that if you have him in a certain kind of pose, he can... Oh, we even have ports on the front here. I'm trying not to be profane, but looks like ports at the nipples. It's weird. It's wild. Now, his mouth is not fully closed. It's like his mouth is always staying open. I mean, it's Cletus Cassidy. It's Carnage. What do you expect? But I'm loving this so far. Now, I'm going to pause you guys real quick while I apply some of the accessories here. We have quite a bit here, so bear with me, guys. Okay, so applied a few accessories to him, and it's not so cut and dry. Some of these accessories have a much larger ball joint right there, whereas others are more of a thinner little, let me see if I can get that, thinner little peg right there. So that complicates things. Now, just to show you guys a comparison, one's a ball joint and one is just a small peg. Now, I was trying to apply one of these axe blades to, because they give you a couple of these, where these are supposed to, I guess, allow for the peg to go through, and I actually started rubbing some of the paint. So this is actually an orange plastic, and then the paint is applied to it afterwards. I was trying to get it on here. It won't exactly fit perfectly on there. I might have to soak a piece or two in maybe some warm water, or I might actually reach to Super Awesome to see if he had the same kind of issue, or if this is something just very unique. Now, they do give you some blades here. I applied a much larger serrated blade to Carnage, and I kind of like this. I added a couple tendrils to make it look like he's just kind of freaking out, and I kind of like that right now. I did add some tendrils to the back of the legs here. We could add a few more. You got these smaller ones, so it can look like it's just kind of coming out of the back of his foot. But so far, I'm really liking this. I mean, for a $30 price point, yes, we can see the ball joints of his, between his torso and his shoulder right there. But hey, for 30 bucks and with all the accessories that they give us, I'm not going to complain about that. So after a little bit of finagling, you can, takes a little bit of pressure, which is going to be cringy for any collector, but you can kind of peg these in, but you're going to have gaps coming out there. It's not the greatest, but I mean, from a distance, if you're posing him with that axe maneuver, then yeah, it's going to look good. But again, you kind of have to play around with the joints a little bit, and it's going to come off. That axe part's a little tricky. That is something that they could definitely work on. I mean, if you're creative enough, there's a lot of stuff you can do here. But I like this sword, this double-edged blade coming out of his arm instead. So I think I'm going to stick with that. The only thing is, if you look close enough, there is a little bit, I mean, unless you can push it in pretty snug, you are going to see the peg itself. See if I can get it. I mean, it's not that noticeable unless you're right up against it. Now, I have this peg directly into his back, and I like that pose where he's kind of like lunging. I just kind of have to straighten out his leg a little bit, maybe contort the one leg forward like he's lunging. That's pretty awesome right there. I love this look right here. I want to do something where I have both Venom and Carnage maybe going at it, them fighting each other. I just think that looks badass. Or I can have Spider-Man right between the two, which is a fun little idea. Now, in case you're wondering, how does he scale with Marvel Legends? He scales pretty good, because I mean, Carnage and Venom are some pretty big guys. And this is our Marvel Legends Peter Parker from Far From Home. I mean, take a look at that. I mean, it's stuff for teenager versus Carnage. Yeah, it looks pretty good here, guys. But the detail on this, I mean, again, guys, you really can't go wrong with this. You really can't. I mean, let's move the camera up. Well, it's upside down, so we won't worry about that. But I mean, take a look. Let's take a look at his back here. I mean, how awesome is that? He does have the foot, the little toe hinge, like McFarlane does. There are no ports on the bottom of his feet to peg him in, so you will have to do an action stand. But this action stand is pretty strong and stable right there. And if you want to adjust it, the one I am using here, it's just a simple Phillips screwdriver. But how awesome is that? Yeah, I'm almost tempted to put. You do have some other blades you can put on the other hand. I'm kind of tempted to do that, because let's face it. I mean, Carnage, you know, he can have his one hand out, but you know, nothing but blades coming at your ass. That's even better. But this is an awesome figure. I have to say, as far as how well this torso is, the joints on here, we get some solid, not clicks, but when the legs move and contort, you definitely get some satisfying joints in there that you know they're not going to be super loose. Now, comparing Carnage and Venom, the sculpt and paint on Venom is tremendous. However, the posability and the stability of the figure on Carnage is way better than Venom. Venom had issues where his upper torso was so big and chunky that it kind of overweight and created a very loose hinge for his lower body. But this is a home run. I mean, considering I've got both of these for $30 a piece, so that's 60 together. I mean, I don't have a Carnage. Now I have a Carnage, and look at all the accessories that we have here. You know damn well, if I get a Carnage from Hasbro, it's not going to have all these accessories, for one. Two, it's not going to have this comic book look and accuracy to it. I mean, this is tremendous. As a big Spider-Man fan, this is a home run. Yes, I do still have the alternate eyes I can play around with, but I think I'm going to keep the ones that he has right now. Like I said, if you have accessories, be careful with them, guys. Put them in a Ziploc bag, you know, mark what figure it's for, you know. But look at all the accessories that they give us. They even give us, some of these pegs look like they're used for like an extension, but I'm having a hard time getting other parts to go in. Now, these little curved pieces that came with it, this is actually a pry tool, so I could pry the peg out of his wrist so I can put the blade with its ball joint right in. So again, this is a home run, guys. I'm going to have the links in the description below for both figures and for the stand. And don't forget to check out John, Super Awesome Geek Show. Super Awesome Geek Show channel's link is in the video description below. Also, guys, if you liked this video, give it that thumbs up. If you didn't, let me know. If you have comments, questions, concerns, criticisms, guys, you can hit it up in the comments section below. Or better yet, guys, you can always hit my socials right there. Instagram, Twitter, and if you want to support the channel, we do have a Cash App account here. So if you want to donate to the channel to help us get some bigger and better stuff for some unboxes, or to upgrade the channel, it's right there if you want to donate to the channel, that is. And speaking of donations, May 21st, 2022, it's a Saturday morning. This channel, Dave's Dimension, we are hosting the Stream for the Cure. It's going to be an 8-hour fundraising stream. We have 8 mystery boxes, themed mystery boxes, that we are going to be giving away 1 box per hour. If you want in on that, it's a raffle, elimination wheel. All the details are in the video description below. It's $5 for one chance on one specific wheel, or $20 get you in on all 8 wheels, guys. And every dollar, every dime, every nickel, every cent goes to Roswell Park Comprehensive Cancer Institute. It's technically it's the country's oldest cancer research facility. Began in 1898. Like I said, all the details are right in the video description below. Donation links or information for the raffle itself. It's going to be an awesome 8-hour stream. I hope to see you guys there. But, again, on a scale of 1 to 10, I got to give him, he's definitely going to be a 9, 9.5. If there wasn't the issue with some of these ports, some of these pegs, having trouble to get those into the right accessory ports here, that would annoy the hell out of me. Now, some of the other accessories I already have on him, I can actually peg on the blades. That's pretty cool too. He's definitely, I think, comparing the two, I definitely think Carnage is coming out ahead of Venom. Venom's a big chunky boy, but we can see a lot of cavities. And this little torso here, I mean, you can see the cavity right there, guys. He's not strong. The only way I'm able to actually have him posed or standing up is with the action stance. But enough about that, guys. I want to thank you guys for checking out the video. Again, if you liked it, hit that like button. Hit that red button to follow us, to become part of the dimension. We have a lot of craziness coming up in the next few weeks, in the next month or two. Hope you'll join me. And until next time, guys, you know what I'm going to say. I got 2 things I always say to you guys, which is keep on busting. And I will always catch you on the flip side. Take care.
I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round.